right, y'all. Welcome. Episode 134 of the Deadass Though podcast. Man, Kel's in the building, Nisa in the building, Jay in the building.
What's good? What's good?
Hello. Did you guys miss me?
What's the vibers? Yeah, we said it before, man.
Did you guys miss me?
We
For the time that I was missing.
The intro. What did we say? The last episode and the intro?
I need to listen to myself being memorialized.
It was. I said something that was funny.
You did say something that was funny. I had a laugh off air.
It was so funny you can't remember it.
It was a good
you
one.
just got to go back.
I just, sadly, I was sick. I didn't have the Rona, but I was sick. And I had to sit it out. I didn't want to get my boy sick. I could have said fuck it and, just popped up and just said we're all going to be sick together.
Nah, Jay's always
But I figured
prepared.
I'd put y'all first.
Jay's
Are you always prepared? He didn't want to sit by me when I got here. And I said, is it because what just happened? Because I'm good. It's been like 10 days.
Well, you could swing that mic this way. You know what I mean?
He did. He already tried. And I was like, why don't you sit right next to me?
Oh, she guilt tripped you?
I always come prepared, bro.
Hey.
I got the
You put
mask.
my business out there? You put my fucking business?
I thought you said it. We'll bleep it out.
No,
Not
I
really.
didn't say it.
Oh, no, she kept that.
Bleep all that shit, Kelly. Bleep all that
She said
shit.
HIPAA violation.
God.
It's all good,
I was trying
though.
to keep it a secret. I just was letting them know it wasn't the Rona.
Honestly, it's something you could get over. Some people got other stuff they can't get over. So
I mean, people know you eat
that's
ass, so they know, like,
Is that
generally.
where I got it from, you think?
It may have been. I don't know the specifics between that right there. I'm not going to repeat it.
I think it's just,
that's a big accusation.
another ass eater just came in my way. I don't think it was me doing the ass eating.
Did he kiss you after? Is that how?
You nosy.
You're giving them too much information. They know what it is now.
They don't know what it is.
In the
got
future, I
awkward
bleeped
as
it, but you
fuck.
giving them
They
more
know what it is.
information
All right,
Just there.
man.
so they know the vibes. But
Yeah, I
another
was
week.
sickly, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm back healthy.
That's good.
Shit's cool.
For sure.
Been in the gym every day this
staying
week. I
active.
know,
Good
right?
shit.
Exactly. Today I missed though because I went to the Museum of Illusions, which was actually really cool, and I
Is that the
didn't
new
know
one?
it was there. Yeah, it's new.
Fire.
I don't
Where's
know.
this at?
It's fire. It's like remember I want to say it was last year when I went to DC and I went to that like museum with all the interactive art.
Mm-hmm.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's similar to that, but not as cool. I feel like DC is
Okay.
a little more artsy. So of course it has like, and they have a lot more money
Right.
in that area. But I mean, it's cool. To me, it was cool. It's something different.
It's where the eye is, right?
Yeah, it's literally right next to the Ferris wheel. It's where
yeah,
that
I know what you're
skeleton
talking
museum
about.
or whatever used to be.
Yo, they're
It's
building
literally that
everything out of that like one area. There's
building.
mad stuff to do over there.
It's
now.
so
It's
much shit to
booming.
do out there. I went to Ice Bar for the first time a few weeks ago, by the way. Have
I
you
still
guys ever
haven't been
been?
there.
No.
I know.
It
You
was
know
lit.
E.T. DJ
Who?
E.T. He be with H Dot. Anyway, he be spinning
the
out there
foreign
too.
one.
The foreign
I
one.
was like, he was like, yeah, do you guys want to go and party? I was like, okay.
That's
They got
1000% him.
Foreigners. I said, oh, who the fuck they got on the motherfucking mic? Hey, he was playing that shit though. I said,
No,
okay.
he nice.
He's nice. Like, I was like, damn, how long you lived out here? He sounded like he came straight from the plane.
Yeah,
He's
when I
like,
met him,
"Are you
like
from the
you can
UK?"
definitely hear the twang in his voice. I never asked. That's none of
yeah,
my
that's a
business. I'm
hard
just like,
twang.
yo, what's good, bro?
That shit
You know what I
was
mean?
obvious. I was like, I forgot what kind of fucking bar we were in. I didn't know we were in Orlando still. That shit was different, but it was lit though. He played a lot of good like old school music and new school music. But what I will say, it's fucking freezing. I know it's an
called
ice
Ice Bar.
bar.
Do they
but,
give you like a coat and
they
mitts
give
and all
you
that?
They give you a coat, not mitts, but they give you a coat. I'm sure you could probably rent that, but right now they probably not renting out
When
shit
they
like
when
that.
they first came out, like I mean, just ice balls, period, not just the one out here. They gave you that shit. I think you can get a Scully and shit. This is before COVID and shit.
Yeah, I think
But
COVID, they probably
in the
have all
midst
that
of
shit,
shit,
like
this.
waiting out until after everything kind of passes. But
So y'all dancing with merms on and shit?
so they like what they do, they put the you know the fucking baby rugs that you could get in like Marshalls and shit
Yeah.
or Home Goods that the girls be putting on the ground and look like a little bear.
Like, oh no, I don't know that.
It doesn't
You know
look
that,
like
Jay?
a bear, but it has like the cow shape to it, but it's small and it's fuzzy. The fuzzy rugs.
Yeah.
The fuzzy rugs. It's literally the fucking.
I'm Googling
every
fuzzy
single
rugs right
Instagram
now.
bitch has a fuzzy rug on her floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Fuzzy
talking about?
Rugs.
It's the fucking fuzzy rug. It's like a Fuzzy rug?
Yeah, there's no other way you can say it.
I don't know how to
Because you
describe
said
that
it's
shit.
like a fuzzy rug. I'm like,
You said they shaped like cows and shit.
No,
They have
you know,
all,
it's
like,
called, that's what the
coloration.
print is called.
yeah.
When you get a rug
Like a
that's made out of
cow-printed
like cow.
fuzzy rug.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yo, Jay,
You know what the
look-
fuck I'm looking at. What is it? Okay, well, anyway,
It's
the fuzzy
yeah.
rugs.
Okay,
shit.
fuzzy rugs.
Okay. They have all of those on the ice seats so that you can actually like sit down on it. So
Wait.
I was still fucking freezing, and then my dumbass
It's
wore
an ice ball,
open
bro.
toe shoes.
Why?
Right. I don't know
but you
why.
knew you were going to the ice ball with open toe shoes.
I did. I put my outfit on. I had a long pants, like 2-piece. It was like a silk 2-piece. Long pants, long sleeves. Cool. I was like, bet I'm gonna be warm. I'm gonna get the coat, whatever. I wore a peak coat too, so like I doubled up, and then my fucking toes.
You had the black foot.
Yo,
Damn.
I thought my shit. I thought if I stubbed my pinky toe, it was gonna come off. Like my shit was frozen.
Yo, that's
like, I
black
had
toe.
to
You
touch
heard? You know
my-
the Jordans? That's her right
You're
there.
Oh, I'm
stupid.
so done.
I had to literally like take my feet out of my shoes and like touch my toes for a little while. But good thing about the ice bar is that it's only one area. Like they have it's like a freezer inside a bar.
That's
so you go
weird.
inside
It
this
took
little
me a minute
freezer
for me
and
to,
it's a
like,
small
process this
bar.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
it-
you went?
No, hell
Oh.
no.
He's never heard
It's
of
like
anything.
literally, you know, when you work in like a restaurant or whatever, how they have the cooler in the back and it's that big ass aluminum door.
It's
The
like
walk-in.
the walk-in.
Okay, the walk-in, yeah. So it's literally a walk-in, like an
that's-
ice cold walk-in.
You been?
There's
I work
a
in
small
food, bro.
bar,
Yeah.
and it's like two bartenders are there, and then you go out and it's like a lounge.
Oh, wait, you
weird.
talking about ice bar? If I've been there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I've been to an ice bar. I never been to the one out here.
I didn't know
Okay,
that,
yeah. So
that was a thing.
The ice bar, yo, we went on a Saturday.
It's different, bro.
And it literally was like a club, like
Yeah,
a
that should be
party.
get
I was
back.
like, damn, this shit would be lit if like normal people knew about it. And when I say normal people, I mean like everybody in that bitch was somewhat kind of lame. So
Because it's right
or
there
like,
on the strip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's more tourists. That's like 42nd Street.
It's like people who
In
don't really
Orlando.
know what's
Yeah.
going on out here, but just want to go there to kind of have fun. That's exactly what it was. But if like people that go downtown kind of got a wind of it
The
and all
vibe.
said, let's do Saturday night there, that shit would be pushing because it's cool.
Literally.
Like it's literally
Wow.
cool. You're an idiot. But I thought I'd share that experience with you guys.
Let's go.
I think I went after the last episode that I was on here. So, you know, I've been MIA for a little bit.
Well, it's good to have you back.
There was another
have
thing I
that
was going
third
to ask
voice.
her.
What you gonna ask me
It was something about that.
about the ice bar?
Similar to, damn, we were talking about something else. Anyway, it's not really important. You feel me? Glad you're back. Glad you
Sure, for sure.
didn't infect anybody. You feel me?
Didn't. I stood to
I'm
myself.
glad that.
As you should.
Yo, Black Toe, I'm still down over that shit. I'm not gonna
That
hold
shit
you.
was horrible. And I honestly, oh my God.
God
Almost there.
damn,
I
Toe.
honestly, I can't believe that I just didn't think about wearing boots, but it wasn't going to go with my outfit. So I should have worn an outfit that would go with boots, right? But I didn't think about it. But, you know, lesson learned. Next time I go there, I'm going to be ready.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say because they building out that whole area. So
Oh, yeah.
You got
It's
that.
renewing.
you got like
Museum
that escape
Evolution.
room, the museum spot.
The escape room's been there, though.
No, but I'm saying all the different things
Oh,
that they
yeah,
have. There. They got the laser tag spot.
The laser tag spot
That
is
you can
cool.
get like the actual like ARs and shit. Have you been there before?
No, I've only been to the escape room.
Yo,
Oh, really? Yeah, no. They have a lot of cool stuff. I think I've ventured into everything there is to do there. Even the little bowling alley. That shit's lit.
yo, fire! Because
We
it has
should-
like it's a bowling alley / bar / arcade.
Why don't we
Yeah,
get a
it's
small
got
group
all
and
different-
head out?
We can
it
do
one
that.
time.
He
Let's do it.
missed
I'm down.
us. He want to hang out.
This
I just
man
went
is
to.
Jesus.
I passed by Istanbul, and that's 24 hours.
Wait, what?
What?
Istanbul is 24 hours. It's
Oh,
in that same
yo,
area.
my man Ronnie put me onto that spot. He said they have the best hookah in Orlando, and I've never been there.
I won't
Word?
say best hookah, but they got pretty good hookah. Yeah,
Who has the best hookah?
Kabuki has pretty good hookah.
Yo, all
That's
these
a
fucking
Dominican spot in
names is
Kissimmee.
tossing me.
Is Kissimmee Orlando though? I said Orlando.
I guess.
You feel
I
me?
mean, I call it Orlando because that's what I consider it. Orlando. I'd never heard of Kissimmee before Orlando.
For sure.
I don't. Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure Kissimmee is in Orlando. I'm pretty sure it's Kissimmee.
It-
I think
Isn't-
it's like
Kissimmee?
an
Whatever.
attachment, maybe.
Kissimmee,
fucking
Florida.
know.
I guess whatever. I consider it Orlando. But anyways.
Anyway, Istanbul.
Yeah, Istanbul.
Istanbul.
It's still okay to you though.
Yeah,
The
no.
hookah.
It's good. It's still good. It's good.
Okay.
They're up all fucking night, and the same staff has worked there for like the past since I've lived in Orlando.
I've never heard of a 24/7 spot. That's the first spot I heard of.
24/7, and they built one inside iDrive. So that Cafe Istanbul is right next to like Vito's and all that, and Charlie's. So it's literally right there next to the swing, which is right on the side of like the eye, because the eye is the Ferris wheel. But the Istanbul that is in the eye is literally in that little circle. You know where they have like the churros people, like the kiosk looking like people, whatever. Really is churros there, the little concessions or whatever, and like they sell gift things. It's literally a spot like that, and it has a bar, and you have to be 21 to enter.
21.
But they close at like 2 a.m.
That's reasonable.
So I'm like, damn. But you have a 24-hour spot and a 2 a.m. spot, literally a 3-minute walk between each other.
Oh, that's nice.
That's literally it's a 3-minute walk.
But that's exactly going back to what I was saying, 42nd Street, bro. Because when I first came out there, I was like, yo, why is everybody walking? I'm like, oh, this is the touristy spot. This is it right here.
Yeah,
I can't even yawn because Jay's over here thinking I'm going to infect him. That's wild.
Stay protected.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, don't be mad.
Move vigilantly out here, you heard?
Well, you know, February is upon us, so this is...
Didn't you get Rona before?
No, I had the scare that I thought I had it.
Whoa.
Okay. But back to what I was saying, you know, February hit, so this is the month, Black History Month, you know, so...
Yes.
The first thing that hit on the 4th is, you know, our... late and behold, Rosa Parks' birthday.
Right.
So Rosa. You know, it's sad though, because we gotta teach history, man. We gotta let people know about her. And for those who don't know, she was one of the greatest activists to have ever walked this land, to be honest, and a female at that too. So you know, a lot of woman empowerment to her as well.
Can we get in Rosa Parks' quote
song
of the day? No, this man says song.
We could.
You mad disrespectful?
How? That's a beautiful song.
He's talking about a song. When did Rosa Parks come out with a song?
No, fool, the Outkast song, Rosa Parks. See, she not part of the culture. I forgot.
Outkast song, Rosa Parks.
Oh, yes.
It's literally called Rosa Parks.
I never heard that.
Oh, my God.
What is it?
But you know what's so crazy, though? One thing that does get me is that they post a lot of, like, photos that has to do with, like, a lot of, like, individuals who've done with or partaken in the history of Black History Month.
There's a lot of...
And the thing is, they always portray their photos in black and white.
I mean, shit, you know how long ago that was?
No, there's a lot of them that are color. And the thing is, they try to make it seem like it's so long ago. You know what I'm saying?
This is what, like 40 years?
It was...
30?
I would say 40 years.
Definitely
no,
more than 40, because
when
that would be the 80s, 40 years ago.
When did slavery end?
Slavery was, what, the 40s? 30s. I think
so we're
ended.
coming up to
we sound horrible, but
no,
you know.
I mean it's a matter of just being educated, because slavery was not that long ago, and they had
now I want to say
photos.
80.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, that makes sense.
So that's why whenever they post everyone like Martin Luther King and everybody in black and white, nah,
bro.
I mean, but the thing
it was in the
50s,
bro. Civil rights movement is the 50s.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Is like when I see like black and white photos.
Is that why you're rolling your eyes?
No.
I was like, I thought I was right. 30s, 40s. That's when slavery.
I'm playing the song for you, but I forgot you don't have your.
Okay.
You can't hear it.
Sorry.
It's a classic song.
But
anyway, I was saying that it's in the 50s. They try to make it seem like this was like in the 1800s. You feel me? It was literally 1950s. Civil rights movements probably were like 55, something like that.
I was thinking cameras weren't as developed, so maybe the cameras used to take the pictures didn't have color.
What brought that up crazy was on Martin Luther King's birthday, or even just the weekend.
Yes.
A lot of the colorized photos were going on, him in Jamaica, him like birthday parties, things of that nature. And this, like to me especially as well, this was the first time I'm seeing any of these pictures ever.
Right.
So it's like
I still haven't seen them.
Going into what, we'll look them up, but going into what Jay is saying is true. Because you don't see any of those sort of photos, the colorized ones, in any textbooks. Nothing, even websites growing up. You know, I mean, we grew up, you know, early 2000s, being in school. The internet is here, and we're seeing all the black and white photos, and you see these colorized photos, like, oh shit! Like,
but you know what's so funny about it is when it's black and white, you can't see a lot of the context of what the individual is going through. So if you imagine you put all the colored photos in a history book, or actually told the history for what it is, you could see all the blood, you could see the pain, you can see the physical, a whole plethora of things that have happened, because the color gives it its truest sense of what you're seeing. So when it's black and white, a lot of things are so minuscule and so overlooked. And the thing is, they try to minimalize and try to make things look like, hey, this happened a long time ago. You see why it's in black and white? It happened a long time ago. Nah, put it in color because it happened. And you have videography, you have TVs that were in color during those times. So I need everyone to portray history in the correct way, not in a false idealistic way. You know what I'm saying? So this month we're gonna tackle different historians, different activists, all that, all throughout this month. So be tuned for that.
Yeah, I looked it up right here. Just different, like Martin Luther King Jr. photos. Mad in color, bro. Never seen any of these.
Have you ever seen the point that you brought up when you said color gives feeling? Have you guys seen or read, in school, a lot of people were assigned it, but the giver? Remember, their whole world was in black and white, but only the old man was able to see color, and then he gave the boy the gift to see color, and when he seen color, his reaction to the world was so different because it gave emotion to him. So that is true. Color does give emotion. So I honestly, I'm like, I never thought about it in that way. And did you see the first thing I said was, you know how long ago that was? I'm convinced that it was the cameras. I was convinced in my mind. So literally that's the problem. So just 2 minutes ago, like, oh my God, it was so long ago. But realistically, the 50s, there's definitely color because my mom was born in the 60s. And I have pictures of my great grandma that she showed me in color. The pictures of my great grandpa, though, are all in black and white, but that's because he was in his 20s. So that was probably like 1920s. You know what I mean? So that's when, the development was different. But there's a lot of photos in color from Puerto Rico that I've seen. So that is true. So it's wild.
Don't let them wash away the color, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. I learned this from a very special person who kind of brought that to perspective, because I was like, wait, what? It just, the way they just try to whitewash history, you know what I'm saying? That is the best way to put it. So just remember that a lot of our empowered, our activists, a lot of the history itself, there's a lot of color. They just put it in black and white. Aside from that, though, we got some people spending some crazy money on shit that does not matter, but this is just what the richest can do. You know what I'm saying? So,
wait, what do you mean?
Can I, before we switch out, I do want to read a nice quote from Rosa Parks for today. I would like to be remembered as a person who wanted to be free, so other people would also be free.
Man, rest in peace to you. You're such a beautiful soul.
I love Jay, bro. Jay's so like comforting. He's so like, he's just a ball of light. You feel me?
Thank you.
He's just like, I just love it, man.
Yeah, no, I just feel it, man. I'm feeling wholesome.
I'm a ball of light too.
Yeah, I think you're a ball of energy. You're definitely a ball of energy.
I'm giving him. See, she always does that. When I give you love, she's like, me too. Me too.
I love it though. It's like you be playing little placebos.
But you were saying after that.
Oh, I was just saying, how people just blow money on things that just seem super absurd, but they have the means to do it. And I guess jewelers are an essential worker that need to be paid $25 million to put in
1,000%, of course.
I didn't know. I didn't know until now. Is that rock on Uzi's forehead really 25
I don't believe that shit is 24 million.
24 million.
What kind of jewel is that?
According to them, it's a natural pink diamond.
A natural pink diamond?
Yeah, very rare.
From Africa?
From wherever it's from, it's a natural pink diamond.
I got the diamonds from Africa.
And those are...
You guys are crazy.
Nah, damn, you don't got you got your earphones, but
But
I got the diamonds of Africa.
But apparently,
you just smoked my shit just now.
So wait, did he always have like that dermal implant on his forehead, or is this just brand new? I always thought he had it. That's what's hilarious,
because I didn't think about it when he first got it.
Yeah.
When he first got it, everybody's like, "Yo, how the fuck you gonna clean that shit? That shit gonna be smelling."
Yeah, it's disgusting. He's gonna have that rotten skin right there. He'll never not. Yeah, that's what do you?
Does that heal?
Hold on. You can't hear it.
No,
I'm playing.
The thing is like, you
I love this song, bro. My man Future. Continue.
Yeah, so you know how you get your piercing, or people who do gauges, you can't clean around that certain.
But you take it out. Okay, so
You
I
can
had
take it out.
gauges. Let me just break this motherfucking down
okay,
since
we
you brought
got
up
it.
the gauges talk.
Because that
Yeah,
gauge smell
firsthand,
is
my shit is
disgusting.
still loose. Because of
Okay.
it, I went to 00. After 00,
Nice.
if you keep stretching, you can't go back anymore. Even 00, my earlobes have stretched out. When I wear hoop earrings, them bitches be spinning. I swear to God, like sometimes
That's
the
disgusting.
entry of the like hook part of my hoop earring be like right here. It's like
that's
parallel to
weird.
the actual
It'd be
thing,
like
but
this.
it's annoying. I can't wear certain heavy earrings because it pulls my earlobe down. It's weird, but I mean, when I was in high school, I was all for let me get gauges. Like I was in
I
that
think that
like
was the thing
emo
in high
phase.
school,
It was
though.
a thing. So it was like urban but rock. So yeah, so I had got my gauges. When I tell you, every time I stretched them out, my ears would like, sometimes they would bleed, but a lot of the times I would have to
Yeah.
clean them more often when I first put them in because it's stretching out and it scabs around,
So
even if it
it's
doesn't bleed. But the smell of it,
fucking putrid.
oh my God, the smell of it was like, I hope nobody gives me a hug and like puts their nose
that
in my
was-
ear.
That
It
was my thing,
horrible.
because when I tried to hug somebody who had gauges and the smell I smelled off of it, I was just like,
I always try to make sure mine were really clean. Like when I was in high school, I had what do you call that shit?
dermal.
Yeah, like dermals in my dimples. Yeah, when I
Oh
was
no,
in high
you just
school.
had your dimples. You just
Yeah.
had your cheek pierced. You had your cheek
I
pierced.
had my dimples pierced, asshole. I see how you did that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Uh-huh.
it no other way. I'm saying you
But-
really had your.
Yeah, I
No,
did
that's
in high
crazy.
school. So I went through a whole thing, gauges and that. So like imagine what I used to look like.
Yo,
I might have pictures
I'm
of
already,
it.
yeah.
But
Dang.
I did have them pierced, and when I tell you, my cheeks were disgusting
Oh, I
almost every fucking day. I used to have to walk around with like wet wipes. I'm not kidding. I had to walk around. I had to literally keep like baby wipes and wet wipes in my bag because it used to ooze out. It was
Right.
disgusting.
Damn.
Yeah, they take a really long time to heal, like on your face and stuff.
Mhm.
So just imagining something like that, I can already tell. I know his forehead is going
That's
through it.
disgusting.
I would never do it again
Mhm.
right now because of the healing process was so bad. Like my cheeks, when I took out my piercing, it literally was like my inside of my cheek almost was like kind of like,
trying to stick out.
because
That's
it was really
this
bad. It
fucking
took
world.
probably like a
Yo.
month and a half for like my face to go back to normal because they close up like that. They closed up within the first hour of me taking them out.
Because they heal, your skin's
Because they heal,
continuously
yes.
healing, but it,
But you can even still see the scar. It took me a long time. I did like scar creams and everything on my face, and you can still like when I don't wear makeup, you can see a slight scar from my cheek
man.
piercings. If you feel it, look.
I'm
Let me
kinda
put-
scared. Yeah, can I sanitize my?
Yeah, duh. I'm not gonna have you touching all of my face without
Just
the
just
clean
know
hands.
there's nothing weird going on. She's just showing
Yeah,
me where the scars
nothing
are.
weird is going on. We're just being.
You guys don't have the visuals
friendly.
though, but
But
Alright, damn.
you can literally feel the scar tissue in my cheek.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I can only his forehead's gonna be fucked up. You feel
Yo,
it?
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's really there. That shit's
It's
wild.
really there.
But
So
I mean, I
can-
could already
know
see
his
underneath
forehead.
that diamond that it's already got like that bruised skin.
Does that heal though? Like
Hey, I
these
mean,
heal eventually. If I would have kept my cheeks in longer,
Yes.
they would have healed. But it was a
So-
disgusting process, and I was
Uh-huh.
in a job that told me I had to get rid of them, and I was like, fuck it.
And there was that time you
Yeah.
grew up from it. So I would say like, I don't even know how to. I'm trying to think of the proper way to interpret how he's going through a healing process or how that whole thing worked. I think maybe they just did it normal. You know, the little the cut, the insertion, the little screwed edge, and they just screwed it in. Maybe. or
Yeah,
they
I
just
never
popped it
even
in,
knew
or-
what the process of that shit was.
Well, apparently it malfunctioned because homie was bleeding.
Well, I can imagine like and keep in mind, how about when you're sleeping, you toss all the time, moving around. Like I can imagine.
Yo,
you
that's
feel me? It's like,
What is it? What is
he's
it?
just, like, yo, come on,
It just comes off.
come on, Vision. Like,
How
fuck
does
is you
that-
doing, bro? Like,
How
what's
does
wrong
it
with you?
stay
Thanos
on?
came to collect, boy.
That's one of those.
funny.
That's one of those ideas just to stunt. I'm sure he was like, yo, Like,
He's the only one who could do
I'm gonna
it.
put that in the middle of my forehead, and I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit because it's never been done before.
Yes.
Very, very different. You feel me?
Very.
And Uzi would be the one to do something like that, right? But on the flip side, just being an adult, my nigga. like,
Yeah, that shit is weird. I mean,
I can
then
imagine
again,
the upkeep is crazy.
But I mean, we didn't say anything about Dennis Rodman with the plethora of facial piercings this man had.
Yeah,
You
but
know
he
what
didn't
I'm
have it
saying?
in the middle of a big ass
You
thing
know
in the
what?
middle of his forehead.
I don't think he thought of it yet.
You feel me?
He would have done it.
Like,
Uzi
I
just
feel like
beat him to it.
I feel like people who have an excess of, piercings is cool. Yeah, I mean, do what you do. Like, that's a part of you. I like that. You feel me?
I seen a very I
having
seen
a big
very
ass rock right here.
Hey, I mean, his headbutt game must be serious though. Yeah, it hits you with some visions, a little vision vert.
And my thing, and of course you have your trusted jewelers and everything. I
Yes.
don't know. I need to know the specifics. We need to call somebody. Like, is this a real deal Holyfield pink diamond? You feel me? Like, it's very rare. Like,
Yeah, but-
I know they exist, but I don't think he spent 24 mil on that shit.
But could you imagine that? How do you pay a jeweler 24 mil?
We're Googling this right now.
Yeah, I have to. I got to get the facts on this because I mean, aside from that, I would not. It just baffles me. Bro really spent 24 on it, and I seen in the comment section, they're like, so this is where all the money goes, and it don't even go back to the communities that need it. But somebody could put one of the 5 stones on his head.
The Infinity Stone.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
When they put the Thanos taking taking the jewel out of
Bro,
Vision's head, bro.
But you know what? He likes that kind of content, so he was definitely gonna get roasted for it.
All right, look, real quick. It says pink diamonds are real. This is according to naturallycolored.com. I don't know what the hell this site is.
Naturallycolored.com.
Yes.
It
It's about different diamonds. All right.
Perfect.
So it says pink diamonds are real, though they're extremely rare. In fact, they are so rare and so desired that aside for natural pink diamonds that can be found in nature, it became economically feasible. Oh, that is.
What's the word? What's the word?
That's not it.
Sound it out. Sound it out.
It's spelled feasible. That's not a word.
Feasible.
You mean feasible?
It may be feasible.
Yeah.
How do you spell it? Is there an F?
Yep.
It's feasible.
Is
yeah.
it an F?
Economically
E-A-S?
feasible to manufacture them in labs, and
can spell
therefore there are also man-made lab-grown pink diamonds.
Kelly
Yo,
said, wait.
please don't tell
Kelly
me.
said,
That's not how you spell feasible, bro.
yeah, you spell it with an, I can spell it for you right now if
It's
you want to.
P-H-E-A-S.
It's not P-H, it's F.
No.
Feasible is spelled
Oh, is
with
it?
an F,
Okay,
yeah.
So it says if you ever
why I love
set
y'all niggas.
sights on natural pink diamonds, then you've certainly been mesmerized by their magic. Most have been
By their
man-made
magic.
and lab-grown pink diamonds.
You know what's so funny? I just
What?
learned about
this is
actually
real.
man-made diamonds, and they actually shine and pass diamond testers or something like that. It was so crazy.
Damn. See, that's why I don't want to get into jewelry, bro. Like,
Bro, it's so crazy. You could, somebody's gonna spend like 10 bands or something in Eliante or something like that. Then you can go on like Ice London or one of those like promoted Instagram ads and find out that you could still pass the same diamond tester. The only difference is real diamonds, lab made diamonds. They're diamonds, but they're lab.
did he
It's
say how
like,
many carats it was?
Built body versus worked out body.
Much
yeah.
different.
Or not built body.
It's like your calves is
What is
insert.
it?
Yeah, it's-
It would be built body in the gym, but what is it when you
Like
go to
natural, you
surgery?
mean?
Bought. Built, not bought.
Built.
That's what I was trying to say.
But I mean, it's like,
Let's go feasible.
Feasible with an F, not a PH.
I mean, hey, bro, I've
It's
seen
feasible according
I've
to
seen
this
somebody tell me
article.
that they got their ice from like one of those, I don't even know how to.
Oh, like
put it.
gold, shop gold, that
Or
shit.
like, yeah, or iced out London, bro.
Bruh,
No
okay,
cap.
so
I seen that shit. And
shop
they got the little
gold-
tennis chains in it. He's
Yeah.
like, bro, they pass, bro. He's like, why spend this
Listen.
much? I'm like, honestly, you, I don't care enough, so you can flex in whatever you want to flex. I'm not gonna walk around with a diamond tester.
Right. So people do that though. I've seen the
1000%.
videos when the guys go in the mall and they're like,
Yes.
"Oh, your chain looks nice. Can I test it?"
Oh,
and then like, I gotta go.
Yep.
It's like, damn, don't do it unless
Fake
you're
it till
ready.
you make it. That's why I
Don't
respect.
fake it that hard though.
Did y'all see the clip unless you do it like this. Did you see the clip of Chad Johnson talking about
buying the expensive? Why he doesn't buy the expensive?
He was
chains?
like, "Yo, all the stuff that you sold me back in the day is all fake." They're like, "Why?" He's like, "Yo, you already know that I make bread. Like, why would I go out here and spend my money on this stuff that depreciates in value and all that? Like, if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it fake. It looks nice on me. It is what it is. But y'all know I got the bread. You feel me? So it's like there's no need for me to front for anybody.
If I ever got any of it, I would not have to validate myself because I got it for me. I don't care. If somebody walks around and they just happen to pass the test, then to pass the test. I'm not going to brag about it. I'll be like, all right, so did you get your little piece of entertainment? I'm just going to keep going this way. I'm not going around going like this on videos, you know. None of that hubris and blah, say blah. Not like, that's stupid. But I mean, I can understand why they want to go around and do it for content and catch people who are walking around. Like, I seen this video of this young...
That shit is hilarious, bro.
Bro, it's so crazy. This white guy, he's like... Yeah, the way he was flexing though, he had like chrome hearts and all this other stuff, and he was telling everyone, and you know, he had the Louis bag, and I'm like, all right, obviously with all those things you have, them diamonds they hitting, they real, they're not lab. Bro brought out the diamond tester, bro's entire like energy changed. I was like, oh,
diamonds are more expensive than $1,000 hoodie. Let me tell you that much.
Yeah, but I mean, a Louis bag, like one of them big duffel bags.
Oh, that shit's like $4,000, but those could be fake too.
But I mean, that made me question afterwards.
The whole fit is fake.
You got the fake
fit. So, and then he was just like, he was yelling at the dude. He's like, nah, this is real. Why do you bring out these fake diamond testers? And out of nowhere, this dude's walking by. He's like, oh, you could test my earring. And then they tested, then going off the chart. He's like, only real shit out here. And then walked away. So it was
listen, bro, I guarantee the majority of shit, especially in Orlando, bro.
Oh my God.
Bro. But real quick, let me go to this real quick. It says, among the most valuable colored diamonds are pink ones. They may cost up to 20 times the price of its white equivalent. Okay. According to the Argyle Mine, 1 carat pink diamond can cost from $100,000 up to $1 million.
Okay.
And this man's got, what is that?
He got the whole collection.
He got the whole
That's why I asked before. I was like, what the carats is? Because then, you know, if it's...
Yes.
24 karat magic in it. You know what I mean?
I am about to look that up.
You feel me?
That's insane.
And this is according to the Cape Town Diamond Museum. And they didn't misspell nothing. So I'm going with it. You feel me?
I like
But
that.
Yeah, in Orlando, bro, like you see, I never seen no Louis print like that. But you let them go. You feel me? It's
why
like,
your thing hanging off? Why the V look like that?
He said, yo, you got Louis V. No, that's V loan. I was like, shit.
Or leave me alone.
Yo. But listen, people fake it till they make it, man.
Yeah, just let them live. I mean, if they flex, they can get caught. But
that's what confuses me about situations. And of course, I never pocket watch. Do what you do with your money. You feel me? It's just certain ways people go about it is very interesting and questionable to me. But who the fuck am I?
Yeah, could you imagine though? Well, I mean, how would you act if your homeboy's right next to you in the thing? He kept doing the same thing, saying like, you know what I'm saying? That.
But the thing is, I can't rock with you no more because if we outside and it gets shaken, you just gonna be out because you got 24 million on your head, and if somebody hits you right there, that's your Achilles heel, and your whole shit's gonna shut down.
Wow,
it's a pressure point. He got a new pressure point. Like, yo, touch me, yo, hit Uzi in the fucking boy.
He said that it's 10 almost. It's like 10.5 carats.
Say it again.
He said it's 10.5 carats. Yeah, and it's more than 2 million per carat.
Hey, man got the money. I just hope that the next album blow up so he can make that back.
Well, he said that he did it in installments.
Its value.
Oh, imagine. Like he said that he paid it off over a number of years, which is dope. I like that.
So he was working towards it then.
Yeah, that's what he said, that this was a 5-year process, something like that. Y'all can correct me out there, but he said it was a couple-year process. So they're like, yo, how could you spend all that at once? He was like, yo, I was paying it off. That's why, like, to this day, I could just sit here. And you know him. He has fucking, like, crazy cars.
Everything.
Fucking matte, velvet, black trucks and shit.
Velvet.
Yeah.
He really does. That shit weird.
Velvet.
He got, like,
it's like
anime
velvet.
Bugatti.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
So it's like, bro, I never seen that shit bore. That's why I said I respect it, because Uzi's out here doing shit that I haven't seen before.
Yeah,
and I've seen some shit.
If you see me pull up with an anime Kia, you're gonna question
anime Kia. That would be fire. That would be super fire. Be like, yo, that's Jay. They already know as soon as you pull up too. Like, oh yeah, that's Jay.
Yeah, he a weird nigga.
Nah, nigga. What?
Nah.
So okay, what's the dude's name? Drewski.
Yeah.
Drewski does those lives, the little what is it, talent shows? He's hilarious. So
what does he call his label again?
Damn. He got a label?
Could have been something.
No,
could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah, it could have been label or something. That shit is hilarious when he does that. So on one of them, these two guys are in the car, and he's like, "What? You got on chrome hearts? I turn the camera around. Let me see what kind of car y'all in." These motherfuckers were in a Honda.
Yes, I remember the chrome hearts in the Honda. That's so
okay, so that's hilarious. And he's like, he hung up and he was like, y'all see, the problem is that y'all care about what you have on versus what you're driving. You need to learn how, and that was the realest shit I honestly have seen so far, that he actually seemed like he was serious.
Mm-hmm.
He basically was saying like, you guys invest in clothes and what people are looking at in materialistic things versus like your home and your cars and shit like that.
Listen,
which should come first.
Hey, some people sleep on a mattress on the floor and have all the Jordans.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna have a mansion
Kia's
before
the most
I drive.
economical thing, though.
I was gonna say no. What I'm saying is, I drive a Toyota Corolla, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Exactly.
I have friends, and this is no shade, but I have friends that drive foreign cars and live with their parents.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not bugging off of that.
Like live off of people and don't have shit to them. When I got my business is pushing and I'm in my motherfucking Yoda and I got my own spot and I pay for everything my fucking self. Like,
but you're doing your thing. That's the
I'm
difference.
doing my thing. I know my worth behind it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not tripping off of chrome hearts and you driving a Kia. Cause
you're saying,
you know what, bro?
Yeah, it's like
you're
that could be
it's a
what
good
they
thing
doing.
I don't own no damn chrome hearts.
Right. You got a Kia? You got a Kia?
They want to see you in a Kia.
All
a
the
Kia?
fans start. Hey, bro.
I didn't know you had a Kia.
You different. You so different.
Who, me?
Nah, both of you. He's like, I want to see you in
No,
a
but
Kia.
that it is. That is important though. You feel me? Because it's like if you're
moral.
comfortable with your own position, which is what we were saying before, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're comfortable with your position, there's nothing that you could tell me about my Kia. Just because I'm wearing chrome hearts, like this is the car that I wanted, bro. You feel me?
I think he was in the passenger anyways. What if he drive like a nice ass car? We just did.
But it doesn't even matter about the car because a lot of them shits, they all depreciate as soon as you take them off, bro. So
That
what's
is
the point
true.
of you paying this big ass car note? You might as well get something more economical and chill so you
Right.
can spend your money on the shit that you want to spend, like chrome hearts.
Or
I
a
think
Tesla,
he was just
'cause I want
saying
a
like
Tesla.
dressing rich because you don't just.
No, yeah, that's
you're
the
not
point.
just
It's a
gonna
flex.
want.
It's a flex.
It's a flex, but the thing is, what you got one. I mean, it is possible to have one chrome heart thing, but I'm sure if you get in one chrome heart hoodie, you're definitely wearing like Gucci shit like that. Other than
And,
that's
and
like
I'm sure
what,
their
like
energy in the live was like, yeah, we get money to it. And he's like, all right, let me see
he
your
was
car.
laughing,
You know what I mean?
like they
Yeah.
were
I
kind of
wanna
like
go back
joking
and
with
see
it,
it
but
because
I
that's
don't
a
think he
different
said
content,
like we getting money or whatever. I think he just said, yeah, you know what's going on, like that type of thing, like kind of played it off,
Yeah,
but
come
acted
on,
like
man.
they
You know us.
dressed like
No, I
that.
don't.
Yeah,
I can't stand
But-
that.
I thought it was true because a lot of the times, and not all the time, but a lot of times people care more about what others
look.
see
The optics.
versus what they really have. Like you see a lot of girls like they want to be Louis out, Gucci'd out, but they can't even afford the shit. They just fucking people for it. I'm not saying everybody's like that, and I know a lot of women that do get money
She
and
said
get their
that
own
with a
shit.
lot of
But I'm just saying,
bass in her
like
chest.
I seen a post, and y'all know I always bring my Instagram into this, but I seen a post that somebody was like, man, it's a lot of bitches walking around that let him buy you that purse instead of that couch you know you needed.
Yeah,
And it is true
crazy.
though. Like, bitch, you sleeping on the floor,
so
but
funny
you
you said
driving
that,
around in some
'cause I
nice
just-
shit, and like you're not worried about the right thing.
And I just heard this song. It's a provocative song. It's called "Throat Baby."
Oh, throw baby.
And the
It's a
stuff he
love
was saying,
song.
the stuff he was saying, though, he's
Sexy
like,
little
throat,
bitch,
he's
sexy
like,
little hoe.
yeah,
It's
throat
definitely a
so
love
good,
song.
I buy you a car or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Shit, I'll
it's
take
real.
a car over a couch any day. I can tell you that much, but I will take a couch over a bag.
How does your
That
couch
is-
look right now?
Right.
Depending.
Nah, my
Is
shit
it
is
from
good. I'm like,
Ikea?
my apartment is good. I
Did you
got my
say
shit burning.
IKEA or AKEA? Ah.
Yo,
Aha.
Kelly, I'm out.
Aha. I see what you're doing here. That's right. That's fucking dope. Man.
It's just interesting what people value, like you were saying. So
For sure.
it really just depends. Like, do you care so much what other people think about you, so you have to be fly, or do you care because you really like the fashion, so you spend all your money on specifically that?
We
For some people,
have that conversation all the
Yeah, I
time.
mean, so here,
It's a
I'll
fact.
give you guys a question to answer.
okay.
So you, out of three things, you get one. You choose one. 850 on your credit score, $2 million right now, or $4,000 a week until you die.
Huh?
Like you just continuously
$2
get paid
million
$4K
right
a
now,
week.
$4K a week, or an $850 credit score. I'm gonna take the $4,000. Yeah, I'm gonna take the $4,000 a week because that's promised money every single week of my life. I can get that $850 credit score with $4,000 a week,
exactly,
and it's gonna weigh out way more than $2 million. Obviously, you know, let's say we're living long lives. It's gonna be more than $2 million within what 10 years?
Yes,
something like that. Not really. It'll be more than 10 years, but still, whatever. It's just promised money, and that's that's $4,000 that you're getting right there.
Yeah,
and you also could still have a job. You could also do like other shit. You could start your business. You could start ventures. You can invest into stocks. You're getting money's gonna. If you're getting $4,000 a week,
I wouldn't work.
You can't even. I mean, well, I would still work.
I mean, I would work on.
I would work
you
like You would do other shit.
I wouldn't slave.
Like
let me say
stuff.
Something else.
You would reinvest into yourself. Like I specifically focus completely on our podcast, and then let's pay for a slot somewhere, like doing a show. Let's do conventions. We got all this free time. We could buy whatever equipment that we really need within the month. We get everything set. Like we can afford to pay like somebody to do absolutely everything for us, to where we're just come in, we think of the ideas, the content, and record.
Yeah, that's how it should be, man.
Like,
because I be getting tight, especially like, because you got to wear many hats these days, and people don't want to pay you for the many hats you wear. You feel me?
Exactly.
That should be getting me tight, bro.
Nail on the head.
You know what I mean? Especially when you're in media or you're in like the nightlife, whatever the case is. You got to be a social media manager. You got to be a copywriter. You got to be a marketer. You got to be the talent. You got to be the editor. You got to be, you know what I mean? You got to be the engineer. And it's like, you're not paying me for this.
So why am I doing it?
Fam, like, what is we talking about? That's what gets me tight. But that's what, like, going into our conversation that we had last week, Jay, just about like, you know, having investments and being able to create your own thing, things of that nature. That's why I'm glad. Like right now, I feel like the whole GME and AMC shit really has sparked a lot of people to realize like, like we could definitely get this bread and continue on to do our own shit as opposed to, you know, working a 9 to 5 or whatever the case is just to get my bread. I could also get my bread over here. You feel me?
Yeah, that's so crazy too. And that also showed us that, you know, the rich can turn the shit off once they start seeing
whenever they want.
And that right there, bro, it's just like a painted perspective, man.
You know what's funny? Like, it's easy for me to say, yo, that's so crazy. But it really isn't. Like, we knew they could do some shit like that, but just the fact that
we actually seen them do it.
It happened multiple times, Slum. It's just like,
I couldn't even get into the dog coin, bro.
My mans couldn't either. He was like, yo, bro, like, and it went up today twice. That's the funny shit.
And I'm so mad, bro. Everyone in the chat's talking about the right stocks to get into, and I can't even get Robinhood to work with me. Yeah, I want to file a lawsuit now.
A class action?
Yeah.
Yo, they fucking up my bread.
Yeah, they just now approved my account, and I know it's got to wait, but they're like, hey, you need to link your bank. I'm like, I've been trying, bitch. I've been trying
They're not fucking with your shit, right?
Bro, they do not like my they don't like it, bro. I don't know what it, if they don't like money, that's their problem. Shit.
They want you to transfer.
Yeah, they knew I was going to win.
OD.
They stopped me at the bank.
Bro, that's why, like, we said it last week, if you wasn't in on that first lick, like, you may have gotten a little bit, but you didn't get what you could have gotten. They were like, nah, we ain't doing this shit no more. Shut that shit down.
Yeah, it's like the rich tell you how to get rich. The poor people start doing it. They're like, wait, stop.
I have a question. So how exactly do you get your payout from that? Like, you sell your stock back?
Yeah.
But all at once?
But what do you mean?
Like, how you get you wouldn't get that full amount.
The amount of shares you buy?
Yeah, because, so I have my stocks that I've invested in Robinhood, but I have a bunch of little ones Robinhood. Too. No, but this is forever ago. I've just been letting it sit.
No, I'm still using Robinhood. I'm just talking shit.
If I want to, get cash out, I have to sell those stocks back.
Yeah.
And then whatever I get for them, then I get that money.
Yeah, the stock market, it doesn't exist.
How does that work?
You ever seen, y'all seen The Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Yes.
You remember the joint with Matthew McConaughey and like when Leo first came in and he's talking to him, he's just like, this is fairy dust. Like, it doesn't fucking exist. Like, what we do, we don't create anything. It's true because you have what you have in your account. That's what you're investing in. You own those stocks. You feel me? But you're not actually getting, it doesn't become real until you sell it. You feel me? So, for instance, I invested in those options in AMC. So when it went up, I had whatever it was that I made from it, right? But since I didn't cash out in time and the market went down, I lost bread. You feel me? Because I didn't cash out in time.
Exactly,
because it's a gamble.
Yeah. You got what it was worth when you sold it.
Correct.
Okay.
So it doesn't. You could have $1 million. Say he invests in a Dogecoin right now. That shit shoots up, and he has $1 million in the bank. He's like, yes, I got $1 million. He not paying attention. The next minute, that shit can shoot down. He only has
you need to sell it as
5
soon as
minutes.
It's up.
That's why you got to have a strategy.
But what if it doesn't sell within the...
You just got to sit there and let it marinate then. You got to find the right time, right?
Well, as soon as you press that button, it's going to sell it at whatever point you pressed it at. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's like if you sell it now and it's still going through and the market drops, or even if it goes up, it's still selling it at that point.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like anticipating the point.
It's about, that's why you have like different stock charts, things of that nature that you can, different softwares.
That's why they say hold, sell.
That's why, because you can monitor stocks and they follow certain trends and shit. So nobody knows when a stock is going up or down, you feel me? But you can kind of gauge.
Yeah, you can just see an algorithm.
It's like going to the gym, when it might be busy and when it might not.
You can follow trends. Like, when you think somebody is like lying about something and they keep on dropping little things like, oh, this motherfucker's a liar. I'm not exactly sure. But let me...
Really?
All right, you a liar. Or it could go the opposite way. Oh, shit, you're not a liar. I look like a dickhead.
You told the truth.
You feel me?
For sure.
So that's where the volatility comes in and you really betting on your own strategy comes in. You feel me?
When have you thought somebody was a liar and they really weren't? Can you give me an example?
Is that like a generalized? Or?
That's a generalized. That's just generalized.
I don't know. I got to think about
so when somebody just all cap.
Yeah.
Then wearing the big one.
That's big cat.
Dang. There's so many times I have caught somebody, but I just never
You guys
sat
know
on it
my
long
experiences in that.
Yeah, of course. Well, to hear from Kelly, though, that's actually something I'm willing to sit back and wait till you find that scenario, because...
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of, like a good one. It's nothing like, the little bullshit white lies, shit like that.
Of course.
But I'm like, you talking like a really good juicy one. I can't really think of one right now.
I'd say like, I would say I had a good one. I won't put anything you guys personally know because they might listen to this shit. But
just change the name, bro.
So
my homeboy Raymond.
Nah. So my homegirl and her mans or whatever, like they basically know all the people I know, and a lot of guys that try to fuck with me know my friend's boyfriend. So it was somebody we mutually knew. Well, they knew because I always went to their house that he was damn near a stalker. Like I met him one time when I was working. And like never talked to him again. I texted him for maybe a couple days, but he started getting weird. So I blocked him in text. Every time I seen him, I try to not say anything to him. And he would like peek around the corner and be like staring and be around. And I told them like I literally was scared that he was like a stalker and weird because I show no interest and he's weird as fuck. And they're like, oh my God, that's so funny because he knows him. So he knows that I'm not interested in this guy. And he knows the vibes and what it is. The guy told him that me and him were texting and like dating. And he's like, oh,
y'all niggas is weird, bro.
It came back and told me, and I'm like, I would say something to him, but somebody who psychologically convinces themselves of that is something's mentally going wrong with them. So I'm just let him fall off of me however he wants to. Like he'll eventually just not be interested in me or have the idea in his head that he had the opportunity to text me and we were like, whatever. But I was like, I blocked him like 3 weeks ago. So there's no possible way he could even think we were talking.
See, that I don't understand why individuals, especially men, go down that road when you know that's big cat. And you know y'all know the same people. And you know there's nothing coming from this.
That my friend's homeboy realized he was a liar, because I guess that wasn't a good example for myself. But in myself, I feel like a lot of business I've tried to do lately in setting things up organizationally, I realized that people were just all talk. When I spoke with them, not just one person, but multiple people. When you speak with somebody about natural conversation, like, oh, this is what I want to do with my goals. I've been working on this. I've been working on that. You really can't trust somebody's words until you see it happening. And it's like when somebody's your friend, you want to automatically trust them. Like, okay, I hire people for a living, technically. Every time I go through interviews, I go through questions and I'm like, okay, these people seem like good people, but what's the question that's really gonna set them like, okay, are you talking about what you talking about or what? My question that I usually realize who just talking and has good interview talk is I say, look, besides the job, describe yourself in 3 words and tell me why you think that. Oh, well, I'm reliable, I'm hardworking, and I'm determined. Why? Well, I'm reliable because like it's kind of self-explanatory. Like, this is word for word what somebody told me today. So self-explanatory. So I'm determined because like I really want the job and like so I'm here. I came to the interview.
You see,
I really wanted this job.
I'm there so
and
like
I'm
I can't stand
hardworking. Like I wouldn't stop hardworking. And I'm loyal too. I've been working at this place, blah blah. And I'm like, oh well, you started working there in May of 2020, and you want to leave already?
What happened?
And they're like, yeah. I mean, I'm just looking for like a better opportunity. Boom, you're not loyal. You're not loyal. When you're loyal, you feel some type of guilty where you're like, oh, well, I could do 3 days at this job and then I'll leave my weekends free for you guys. There's always telltale signs of like when people are just capping in their conversation. But I do get bamboozled sometimes. Like when I'm tired and I'm like, okay, these people have good conversation. They seem really nice. Like this one guy came in and he was like, hey, I have a lot of kids and like I just need an opportunity. I need a chance.
Yes.
I've been looking for a job. I like have violated probation. No one's giving me a job and like I don't know where else to go. I was like, look, I shouldn't be giving you the opportunity, but if there's no violence on your background, I could talk to my boss about other things. Okay. And I did, and I got him the job. This man
congrats to you.
Did not show up the first day that he was supposed to train.
Okay.
I said, okay, that's fine. Called him the next day. He goes, okay, I'm going to be there. Showed up 2 hours late.
Okay.
No, and then didn't show up again after the third time. And then I hit him up and I was like, what's going on? And he was like, oh, some shit came up. All right, we no longer need your services. Thank you. But yet was crying to me in the interview that he had, so many, a number of kids. Yeah. It was literally, he had like 6 kids. And damn. I was like, oh my God, like I automatically felt empathetic because I was like, okay, you have all these kids. You probably definitely need a job. Mm-hmm. I understand. I come from a family with 2 women that have a lot of kids and, having a job and making ends meet means everything to your kids and to yourself. So me having a heart and knowing like, okay, maybe I could be the little difference. It's a part-time job, but it's something I could maybe help this guy's life. Mm-hmm. And he fucking shitted on me. And I'm like, how you said you needed all this shit, but you really don't know how to behave once you get it. That's all cap. No, you're a liar. You really don't need something if you don't know how to work for it. And that's my opinion on it. You never get anything that you need without working for it.
I think that's a good skill set, though, when you're going through these interviews and just seeing how everyone just gives you this ring around the rosy with their conversations, and you can tell when somebody is capping in their speech or in their actions, and they could sell a word really well, but they can't perform the action that follows. And it's one thing that I knew with when I got interviewed in surgery in the hospital. When he asked me the question, he's like, all right, so the router went out. What are you going to do? And when he said that, I was just like, everything started going in my head, like as a real, problem solver. Like, all right, he wants to know whether I could perform a task. If something goes wrong, I should be able or have the capability to fix the situation without going and crying for help. So, I told him, I'm like, yeah, so I checked the line to the, I'm just giving him the whole thing. And now it sounds like I'm capped. But no, I had the entire situation planned out. And I told him at the very end, I'm like, if the router's still not working or the Wi-Fi is not working, I'm going to go to you after I've exhausted every single scenario I could possibly do. He's like, well, you're hired. And that was it. That was the quiet conversation after that. And then there was a scenario that happened. One of the henna tables weren't put together. And that was supposed to be my room, my OR room that I'm supposed to put together. And unfortunately, I didn't know at the time that we were assigned these things. I'm still going through the motions. So instead of going to him and be like, yo, I'm sorry, the surgeon's coming in and I don't have the stuff set up. I didn't say that. I immediately started doing it. Mm-hmm. They already came in the room and I was still putting it together. And I told him, I was like, that was my mistake, but I never asked for help. I figured out how to do it. And in the nick of time, I got it done. I know everyone's still a little frustrated, but, you hired me to do what I needed to do and not ask for help necessarily if I don't need to. So I performed the task you hired me to do. And, that was my moment of like purity.
I like that.
Yeah. So I was
like, you hired me for a reason. I'm not gonna ask no
Exactly.
questions. Don't ask no questions.
And then they abused the power of working, and then I left. So that
Listen, it happens. It happens.
It does.
I thought of a little fun one. I think it may be fun. I don't know. About finding someone that lied. I think it was very interesting. This happened. This is when I was still in the city. This was like 2013, 2014, something like that. Dang, that's a long time ago now. That's crazy. But I had somebody that went abroad. He went abroad, and this is somebody that always talks a good one. So I kind of had a feeling, but he's a good-hearted dude. Let's call him Brandon. You know what I mean? Brandon. Not to be confused with Breezy, the God. But Brandon is overseas. He's having a good time in Dubai. Having a good time. Doing what he's doing. He's wearing the head veils and all that. Pardon me. I don't know the exact wordage for it. He's out there on the bikes and all that. He's in the sand dunes having a great time, and then he hits us up.
You see videos of this, or he's telling you?
No, it's all on Instagram, all that. And of course, we like everybody's in a group chat, just sending us pictures. Cool. And he's like, yo, like I love y'all. I'm gonna get y'all something. I was like, all right, cool. That's love. I appreciate it.
Didn't get you shit.
Get us some things. You feel me? He's like, yeah, I'm over here in Dubai. They do it different, but the thing is, like, I know somebody, so I can get some discounts on some dope stuff. I was like, all right, cool, bro. Enjoy yourself out there. When you come back, we'll chop it up. You feel me? Fast forward, he comes back, and then it's like three of us, four, including him, and he comes out, and then he pulls out three green boxes. 3 green boxes. I'm like, those Rolexes?
Bitch.
So he's giving it to us. He's like, yo, like, I love y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all my brothers, whatever the case is. Like, y'all deserve this.
He listening to this shit like,
and
bitch.
all this. I hope so, because he knows the fucking vibes. It was hilarious. So as soon as he's handing them out, I'm just like this. I'm like, this isn't adding up. You went to Dubai. You say you had to connect. And then how much you spent on these, bro? Oh yeah, those I probably spent like $700 each or something like that. I'm like, so you spent $700 each on 3 brand spanking new Rolexes?
Wait, you're dead ass? They were Rolex watches?
I'm dead ass. My God. So at first we're like, oh, that's dope. And I'm like, wait, hold on, fellas.
Ain't no way. There's no way.
Ain't no way. No, wait. God damn it. That's too late. I'm not going to play the goddamn song.
Wait.
So we're like, all right, cool, bro. You know how it is when it gets to the point that like, I'm 99.5% sure this person's capping, but I fuck with you, so it's gonna be like, yo, thank you so much, because it would like he really gave the spiel. I'm so
excited to like hear the end of this.
He gave the spiel and everything.
It's just
and like,
the box.
you know that love. It's just like, yo, I love y'all. Y'all deserve this. Like y'all motherfuckers have been with me from the beginning. Boom, boom. We're like, damn, bro, that's love. I love you, bro.
I would love my friend if I got a Rolex. Shit,
bro. Everybody parts their ways. I'm sitting there and the box is right in front of me like this, and I'm just like,
open it.
It's skeptical, bro. You gotta
open it.
Yo, I'm expecting when I open that shit, it's a G-Shock or some shit, which would be smooth. I fuck with G-Shock.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
at least
a G-Shock
with $700 on a G-Shock.
But compared to a Rollie, you feel me?
So yeah,
so
he said I would have accepted anything, but you gonna lie to me with the Rolex?
You know what I mean? So I open it up. I'm like,
it had the Rolex label on the outside.
Bro, it's a Rolex.
Yeah. I'm lost. I do not believe that.
No,
I'm telling you.
That's why I was sitting here and
I still have it to this day, by the way. I still have it to this day. I'll show you.
I need to see it.
I'll show you. I actually wore it one time to like a it was like a Halloween party, like a 90s party.
You did him like that?
But yeah, I did him like that. But but fucking, I'm looking at it, I open it, I'm like, yeah, it is a Rolex. I'm looking at it, I pick it up, I'm looking at the back, it has like the Jubilee bracelet and all that Rolexes are known for. I'm like, all right. But everybody knows. But everybody well, that's particular because it was an oyster.
Yeah, it's just
I was like, everybody knows this is no motherfucking tick on these shits, nigga.
No fucking tick. Was it tick?
I pulled this shit. I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. And at that moment, I was like, there ain't no way he paid no $700 for these. He probably paid $25 each.
Definitely.
Motherfucking lied to me. You had me gassed. I'm tight.
Even $700 though.
I would have said, yo, can I at least get the receipt just in case?
This nigga said, give me the receipt.
Can I get a gift receipt so I can return it if I don't like it, please?
A lot sometimes when I give gifts, I give the receipt just in case you don't like it.
I only give receipts really for like kids' clothes.
Yo, giving a gift receipt for a rollie is crazy.
That's wild. That's
I mean, it can be also disrespectful.
What, you said,
too. He'd be like,
I thought rollies don't tick. Is that how you texted in the group chat?
No, I was just saying, thanks, bro.
What he did, he like recorded it. He's like, yo, look at my new rollie my nigga got me. And then you just hear the sound in the background.
Make sure it was right next to the speakers.
Word, yeah. And he'd be like, yeah, man, my shit ticking.
He said, yo, I got a special one-on-one. My shit tick. My shit tick.
That's crazy.
My thing is, though, you thought your homeboy really bought y'all a rollie?
Well, he's the one that pulled up with us, so we were like, oh, that's love. You feel me? Because he's the one that said that he had to connect. What did your other friends say? Everybody knew the vibes, bro. Obviously. Everybody was like, word.
Thanks.
And then when he said, that's why I asked him, I was like, yo, how much you pay for these? And then once he said it, we were all like,
okay.
Yo, I would have been like, yo, I'm not even going to hold you, bro. These shits is cheap as shit. So if they tick, then yeah, you can throw them away like talk. It's all good.
I was like, damn, bro. Like,
I see how you try to throw that joke in there and it just rolled over.
It did. It just
so I'm going to just remind y'all that he just said, since it ticks, throw it away like talk. Nothing named talk gets thrown away. Yeah, he tried to mumble it because he knew that shit was done.
All right, so Jay is muted for the majority.
For the remainder of it, let's just mute this motherfucker's mic.
Yeah. But I was trying to think of a moment. I think that moment was pretty funny, bro.
That's hilarious.
That's a wholesome moment, though.
No, it was dope. It was fun. It was something that we could look back at and laugh now.
Yeah, you ever called them out on it?
But that shit was hilarious.
You ever had the conversation?
We were never like, yo, like what the fuck? But we would throw little jabs. You feel me? You know, like those
remember
little.
When you got us Rolexes?
No, those little stingers. Those little. Oh, like that's a dope watch. Like that shit tick. You feel me? And he's just like, what do you mean, bro? Like just poking fun.
Nobody ever wore it.
You gotta cut ass.
No,
you gotta cut ass.
You sent him a picture when you wore it to the costume party?
No.
I mean, it's part of the costume.
Said it's hey, but at least it was free.
Hey, tell me that was not clean, bro.
Yo, it was the thought that counted.
Yeah,
it was the thought, but he could have went with a t-shirt and then.
But my thing is, the moral of that story is I would have appreciated it way more if he was like, yo, y'all, like I saw these. I think it would have been dope if we all had the same watches. They faking shit. Don't get me wrong, but I thought of y'all.
Dubai,
I mean, like this is a token of my appreciation. You feel me? Then we would have respected it. You feel me? But he tried to act like them shits was real. Say we weren't up on it. You feel me? Yeah. We would have been out there looking crazy. Yeah, you feel me? Like niggas like, yo, let me see your watch.
Hey,
like,
but he didn't do it out of malice though, because he would have wore the same shit with y'all boys. And then I'm
not gonna hold you. I never seen him wear it either. He came with 3 boxes. Keep in mind at the beginning of the story, he came with 3 boxes, not 4.
Because he said, y'all niggas gonna look like this, not me.
Shit was making noise on the plane.
He said, I'm gonna see if they get away with it first.
That's why I was tight.
But, I mean, like, hey, could you imagine if he came with like some off-white ones for everyone? He's like, yo, bro, like, you know, it's different out there.
Bro, do you remember, yo, shot, I don't want to put this story out there.
You know, I mean.
Do you remember in Miami?
Nah, we'll just keep it off air.
But anyway, like he was, we'll talk about it later. It was just a funny situation.
Okay, he got fake shoes?
No,
I don't think it was fake, but there was
an incident.
There was an incident. Yes. So we weren't exactly sure. You feel me?
Let's just not use names.
It's too late. It's already out there.
Yeah, we.
You were trying to test out and see if they were fake or not.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out like what the fucking vibes were. You feel me? We were just like,
they look fake.
I'm gonna bleep his name out.
They look real or they look fake?
I don't remember. Do you remember?
Depends. Well, which one were they? They were the ones, right?
No.
Or were they the 10 that dropped?
I think so.
Out of the, I don't know. There was a couple people around the conglomerate that I was like.
Because I remember we all,
I was like,
because we all went down there. All went down there, and he got him. And I remember we were looking.
Is everybody's
like,
real or is everybody's fake?
We were like,
you never know.
We were like, I don't think that box, bro. You feel me? Like one of those.
I think it was. Yeah, it was
I don't think that box is
he had
passing
just
it.
bought them.
He must have bought it off of somebody or it was off of StockX. It was one of those two.
Oh damn!
Oh my
StockX
gosh,
still
why is
fake
it so-
shit.
it's
I
one
thought
of
they
those-
do
No,
the
I mean-
verification.
No,
No,
they do.
there's
They're way more
shit that
verified now.
passes the authentication that's fake. This has happened many
What?
times.
Oh yeah,
This
it's
happened
been
to-
caught
So
off
fucked
StockX.
up.
That happened to my mans once before. Like he bought it and everything, passed authentication, and they were like, "Yo," they sent him an email. Like I don't know how they found out on the back end, but they were like, "Yo, like we apologize for the inconvenience, but
Do
that
they
shit
give him his
fugaga."
money back?
Hell yeah.
No, they have to
Hell
because it's a site that's based off of verification and it's telling you an actual grailed
Oh,
sneaker.
so that he returns it and they
Yeah.
give him his money back?
They have
Yeah.
to.
Damn.
Shit,
I
would
would
just
like to
toss
be
some shit
reimbursed with some real shit. That would
Right.
be nice. But
Facts.
could you
yeah,
imagine?
they definitely
like, hey,
don't do that.
just, like here's a gift card on our half, and here's the real shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, because we wait the whole week for this
Yeah, but
verification
they
process.
work off of sellers, not off their own inventory, right?
These
I mean,
are facts.
they do no, but I mean, they are in a sense they can be resellers. They can buy from.
They can buy multiple, but they might not have the same size.
no
Like,
certain sizes. Yes, they're gonna get from a third. Or well,
most of their
essentially
stuff is from third party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you buy it,
I don't think they
yeah.
sell. I don't think they sell anything they have
the
in
middleman.
inventory. Yeah,
It
they're
is
the
the
middleman.
middleman.
You put your
Sometimes I'm thinking
you
the
put your
middleman.
stuff
but
on there.
It may have changed though. Keep it a
Yeah,
stack.
because some
I'm pretty
of them
sure
do
it's
buy in
changed.
bulk of something else.
Yeah.
That they're like, all right, this is releasing like we have it. but
Because
they're gonna
they'll have
check the
brand new
market.
joints on there
Mhm.
that you could cop.
Oh, true.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
and they
damn,
do
nobody
raffles
got
and
these
stuff.
yet, but they got them.
But that's why, like, I've had a couple instances with them, so I don't really use them like that no more. That's why I'm like,
Interesting.
But like, I wouldn't want to buy nothing like.
The sneaker
Expensive
game is
crazy
so
off of that shit,
annoying. Like,
I
The
love
what?
it.
I feel like the sneaker game's so annoying. There's
That's why
so
I'm not
many
in that
people
shit like
into that
that
shit.
no
And
more,
like,
bro.
I haven't been into that shit since I fucking started college.
The only
Like,
shits I want that are
it's
coming
just getting
out,
worse and worse and worse.
they're re-releasing the fresh waters, the
Bro.
Griffies. I want them shits.
My homeboy
need them
actually resells sneakers. Shout out to him. Y'all go shop
Oh, yeah,
Wavy
you
Kicks
did
if
put
you're
us on, yes.
I did. So if y'all
He
are
be selling
looking for
fake
some
shit?
don't do that. Never.
It's a question.
He sells it very
Just asking.
exclusive shit. He has really good plugs, so he gets a lot of releases and a lot of different sizes for you, your kids, your wife, your husband, whoever you need. That nigga got it. But nah, he charges a lot though. Like for me, like most people, that's the average price. They're paying $400 for some exclusive sneakers because it's hard to come by them. But for me personally, that's not something I'm so passionate about. Like I'd rather spend $400 on go to Saks Off Fifth. Saks Off Fifth is the fucking
Saks
Saks Fifth Ave.
yeah, but it's Saks Off Fifth.
Oh, that's the off-brand shit.
that's-
Not the off-brand,
not
but
the off-brand, but the
the little sister, the
what
little
do you
sister,
call it? The
boutique type shit.
Not
Like
the
a sister
boutique.
shop?
Fuck, what do we have out here?
Shit.
A lot of outlet. That's the outlet for Saks Fifth. Saks Off Fifth is the outlet version, but they have a lot of Valentino bags, shit like that, and their shit. I bought a bag there for I want to say $550. That was $1,200. So yeah, I mean it's like a mid-season off or whatever, but that shit still, you know what I mean? That shit still hit. Still a little piece, and it's real, and I know it's real. So I'd rather spend
No, imagine.
no, but I'd rather spend $400 or $500 in a store like that for some nice clothes or a nice bag if I have or heels or something. I personally don't value as much like Nikes, Jordan, shit like that, like I used to when I was younger. So I'm not spending $400 or $500 on something like that unless it's fucking Dior shoes that do a collab and you're spending more because of what that is, the quality in it being that exclusive. But in my personal opinion, I don't knock anybody for doing that. I think it's cool that when people are into sneakers, I like how people are into sneakers, cool, whatever. But personally, I'm just not there anymore.
I usually, whenever I go to like the sneaker game, I'm very much on like certain silhouettes, certain pieces.
1,000%.
Because I could
1,000%.
sit there on sneakers, even though sneakers is a bullshit ass app. If y'all all got it, delete that
sneakers.
shit. Fuck that. But I mean, aside from that,
Is
like,
that the got him? That's that story?
Yeah, that's
Got him?
nah, you didn't. That's
Or
the
no,
L.
yeah, facts.
Yeah, that shit. It
You ain't
doesn't work.
Didn't get him.
Because I mean, I don't want to go off a like sidetrack because the bots.
No, do it.
The bots ruin the shit. I mean, they
But that's
know
why
that
I think
shit.
that
Yeah.
sneaker game got fucked up because
Yeah,
so
it did.
much resellers for all these
Everything.
like it's hard.
So the thing is,
to get shit.
yeah. So, but when it comes to like buying sneakers, I'm still into the game of it. It's just like I admire it, but I'm like, no.
You wear a lot of sneakers.
Huh?
You wear a lot of sneakers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say your life revolves around it, but you have a
Yeah.
good little you have a good collection.
And everything that I get is like I love the silhouette, like the black cement threes. that is a grail to me in my personal opinion. In certain like ones, I just can't get like, oh, let me just get every single ones that drop or try.
That's why when we went to Miami, I needed them Royals, boy.
No, but the Royals hit. Those are grails. To me, that's grails. Like the Chicagos and the Turbo Greens. To me, I want those as well. But I'm not gonna go through every demographic of sneakers. It's just whenever I see them, I've skipped so many releases only because I'm like, they're cool. Yeah, if I see them on somebody, they're cool. I respect the sneaker game, but I also respect the certain silhouettes that I purchase and put on my feet because it's a compliment to my steez.
That's the culture,
and there's a
bro.
lot of love to it. Yeah. So
that's why.
Man, like it's worth it if you really like it. Yes,
exactly.
My thing is yes, I won't go out every week and buy them. I'm not going to a sneaker convention and spending $3,000. I'm just not.
But that's why I like the 700s.
Here and there, I'll spend maybe like $300 on a pair of sneakers. Because it's like, I'm not going to buy another pair of sneakers that expensive for a while. Like, I'm planning on buying a couple pairs of ones in March.
Okay.
So
when you're out there?
Not while I'm out there. I'm going to get them from the guy. I'm going to go to him to get my sneakers. So I don't know what I'm going to pay for them, but I know I'm going to pay a pretty penny for them.
Hopefully you can do like friends and family. But I'm fine with that because I haven't
bought in sneakers in like forever. I mean, the sneakers I bought are like petty shit. Air Forces, Vans, like everyday type of sneakers.
Yeah, of course.
But I buy expensive heels. I buy purses. I buy other things like my clothes. Shit like that I'll buy something with a lot of value. But I don't know. It's just preference.
I got a question for y'all before we come to a close. What do y'all feel about using or financing your sneakers when you purchase them? So like they have these
like Afterpay,
like A-Firms Afterpay, like hey, pay $25 a month for this amount of time till your sneakers paid off. What is your take on that? I want to hear from both of y'all because, with people, going back to the very beginning of the conversation of people buying things to flex, it's like, let's say you see somebody with the Travis Scott ones, right? But he's using A-Firm to continue to pay him off. So how do y'all feel about the financing your sneakers?
You got him, man.
But that's how I feel. I feel like eventually you're going to spend the same amount of money you were to have them anyways. I think you're just being smarter about how you're paying it off.
So you would use A-Firm or would you pay the sneaker in full?
I mean, if I had the option to use a firm or something like that, I'd use it. Why not spend 50,
I think of me at 16, 17 years old that couldn't afford the full price of a sneaker. Now I can if I paid $10, $15, $25 a month. You feel me? So it's like if you can get them, you can get them. You know what I mean? Because it's not just with sneakers. You can do it with clothes, things of that nature.
Right.
It's funny because I've seen that.
A lot. That's why I said Afterpay, Clarina. Like, there's been times I've spent $500-$600 shopping online, and I'll use Clarina and I'll use all that. So instead of spending $500 at once, I spend $100 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's lit.
It's
like,
so funny because I asked the actual community of people, and instead of getting a constructive conversation, they're like, "Bro, look, that's exactly why the game is like that because they got these people financing sneakers and they just can't purchase
fuck. That's not
shit.
why. It's the people that are buying a bunch.
And it's so funny because when you see the mindsets from everyone, it's like, damn, like you want the validation to go around and say, yo, I bought these in full. Like these Travis Scotts, I paid the 1.5K for.
But that's exactly why they want it, you know what I mean? Because one of the reasons why you wear sneakers like that, it's like, oh, they're expensive. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know that I paid a great. Remember when the Air Mags first like re-released and shit?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in 2015, 2016, like niggas was looking stupid out there wearing them shits as opposed to like keeping them in. But they know that them shits was expensive, so they wearing them just so niggas to know like, yeah, I paid however much it was, like $15,000 for these. You feel me?
It's stupid.
Like that doesn't make sense to me. To me, like I said before, I think of myself when I was younger, bro. Like if I can afford them shits now, wholesome. I'm like, yeah, I'm lit. But me personally, like I'll buy them, to tell you the truth, like straight up. Unless it's one that I really wanted, you feel me? Like something, like I can't even think off the top of my head, like a very expensive sneaker that I would want right now that I would affirm. But if it came to that point, I would do it. I'd definitely do it. You feel me?
For sure.
So say,
like if it's a $400 sneaker that you could affirm or like $300 and you could do that, then why not take that option?
Yeah.
But if it's like $125, well, y'all shit never that low, but let's say
if it's
150, 180, something like that, then buy that shit out. But if it passes the double digits,
that's different.
It's different.
But the thing is, they're like, essentially the end of the argument was they're like, if you can't afford it and you have to use A-Firm, then you shouldn't be doing it. That's what one of the dudes said, and he's like, "That's just my point," and that's his love.
But then you won't have a new car then,
right?
Because you loan money in order to
exactly. So I was going to bring that up. The point of paying your car off versus
the way he's saying is though he's saying your priorities. If you think that you need to finance your sneakers and everything, he's like, then he basically said then your priorities isn't in check. He's like, I can buy them because I have my priorities in check. I don't need an A firm or another. Continue to pay this for a month. He's like, if I want it, I can get it right there and then. Don't owe nobody money. He's like, if you're having a debate about getting sneakers through a firm or actually buying the sneakers in full, he's like, there shouldn't be a battle between it. He's like, if you can own it, it would be bought. If you can't, then why do that?
No, that's a valid point, though.
It's a valid point, and I get
that's
that.
Why I couldn't. I was like, I see both sides.
I get that, but also, what about if you could afford it? But instead of spending all that money up front, you're like, you know what? I'm just going to make sure I still, I'm not trying to do all that. I can afford it, but let me just be frugal. So I'll spend $50 every few weeks when I know my check's going to replenish all that versus spending, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's say you got just saying in like your checking, you paid all your bills, whatever. You got $700-800 to spare before your next check, right? You get paid bi-weekly. So you're making that stretch for 2 weeks, then you're not going to make it stretch to $0. You're going to make it stretch to probably about $200-300 because that's when you're going to feel like you're at your point.
Facts.
All right. You got a pair of shoes in your cart for $250. Realistically, that only leaves you with, what, $550 left to play with? $650 to play with for those 2 weeks when a firm can give you the option to pay $50 today, then $50 every 2 weeks. You're not going to take that and then keep that extra.
But that goes back to what he's saying, though. If you can't do it, don't do it.
It's a priority thing.
It's a priority thing to also save. It's not that you can't do it.
That's true.
It's that you don't want to do it because having $650 don't mean you don't have anything.
Yeah, but that's why I say I understand in that point because there's a lot of people that, once again, the whole conversation we've been having, like the second half of this podcast, people fake it till they make it.
Right.
So that's the type of shit that his man's is talking about, like those sort of people. He's not taking into account like the regular, like you said, if you can afford it, you just don't want to pay that right now. Or like I said, the younger kids.
He's saying like somebody who got $200 in their bank account and they're trying to buy a $300 sneaker, but they do affirm to pay $50 now and whatever. That I get.
Yeah,
I get that, but realistically, there's a reason why a firm is a place.
Implemented
there's a reason why there's Afterpay, Klarina, and like those
layaway's been a thing forever, though.
Layaway has been a thing forever.
Hello.
Your parents put a lot of shit on layaway for Christmas.
Facts.
So let's not. Let's take it back to that. Shout out to the parents that use layaway.
Layaway now?
Because
remember your
I've never
roots.
even heard of layaway. I haven't heard any stores offer layaway. I honestly forgot that was an option.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. This man brought back a girl.
This shit is real, bro.
Layaway.
This is like
Layaway
things come back.
Like
life is cyclical, bro. Nothing, like no idea is original, bro. Everything always comes back. That's why. Damn, I want to wrap it up. But did y'all see when Offset this past weekend was like, oh, y'all were doing all designer sneakers, now you doing Nikes or whatever. He's basically saying that he brought Nikes and Jordans back. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about,
Travis did.
To be honest, I didn't see that enough to give that kind of reaction. Yeah, that shit was weird. No,
they all wear fucking expensive ass clothes. I don't remember any of them wearing Nikes.
Loafers that from Chanel or something. I was like, all right, you got it, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. I think he was just speaking specifically with like the rap type dudes. You feel me? Because that was a thing for quite some time. Just wearing Dior, like you said before, Dior sneakers. Just everything, just designer. And out of nowhere, I can see why you say that now. That Travis.
I think Travis definitely did because he made it high fashion for rappers, like cultural fashion,
as opposed to wearing all the.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's why the pricing of these sneakers skyrocketed as well because it became a look. And they're not the first people to do it. They're just the people right now that are doing it. Because I mean, what are their new boys brought Vans back? Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Everybody fucking was wearing Vans after that. For that time being, it just depends who put what on.
Offset, you didn't bring no Nikes, no Jordans.
No. But I mean, if you feel validated, go ahead, brother.
But that's why I stopped in the middle. I'm like, okay, he's not talking about all of us. I'm pretty sure he's just talking about them rap dudes.
Yeah, it has to be somebody that he sees because I don't see his ass in Nikes.
None of them can dress well anyway, so
have money.
It doesn't fucking matter. That's the shit that kills me. You know what killings we would do if, oh my God.
I know. We literally had this conversation with some
we're not
money.
going to go into this, man.
What?
We're not going to go into this. So episode 134, man, we're going to wrap this thing up. You feel me?
Yes, indeed. Remember, it's Black History Month. Do your research, read, keep yourself knowledgeable on all of it. And shout out to everyone getting back together in the building. We're going to come at you next week with a better episode.
Yes, and maybe a special guest.
Maybe a special guest.
Maybe. Just y'all remember, at the end of the day, be kind, rewind. You heard? We're going to holler at you.